Hello, everybody, and welcome to this Rapid Fire Edpuzzle Live. I'm here with Majo and our dear panelist. Hi, Majo.
Hi, everybody. I am so happy to be here with these amazing people and these amazing teachers that are going to be sharing cool things today, right, Jesus?
Right, I'm very excited because they are going to be sharing many tips and advice on how we can use Edpuzzle to tackle those daily challenges that the teacher may encounter like every day in their classes. So yeah, we are here with Mohammed, Lanny, Vicky, Mel, and Assurance. Welcome and thank you so much for being here.
So let us know in the chat where you're from, where you're watching us from. We want to see all the teachers around the world that are going to be amazed with what you're going to hear today. So yeah, let's present our guests.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, okay. No, yeah, as Majo said, please start introducing yourself on the chat. We want to know where you are connected from, what are your roles, are you a teacher? If you are a teacher, what you we want to know what you teach, what grade levels. And yeah, now we have our panelists who are going to also introduce themselves, so we got to know them. So we're going to start with Mohammed that I have here on my left. Hello, Mohammed, how are you?
I am fine. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you perfectly.
Hi, everybody. Good evening from Bahrain. My name is Mohammed, and I teach English in Bahrain. So I'm excited to be here with you and to share the joy of learning with Edpuzzle with everyone everywhere. Thank you.
Awesome, Mohammed. Thank you so much. Majo, please introduce the next panelist.
Yeah, so next we have Assurance. She's amazing, and we want you to know her and all the amazing things that she does. So Assurance.
Hi everyone. Welcome again. It's so nice to be here. My name is Assurance and I am a classroom teacher. I teach the younger learners from ages 5 to 6, and it's amazing using Edpuzzle for my activities. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ashuran. We got to know Ashuran a little bit in that Puzzle Summit, and we were so happy with her presentation. Of course, we are inviting her again. So, Lanny, please, could you mind introducing yourself?
Yeah. First of all, excited to be here, and I'm Lanny. I'm head of ICT and digital competency at a school called Ysgol by Baglan in Port Talbot, Wales. It's a school for 3 to 16-year-olds, and we've seen kind of wonderful things happen with Edpuzzle within the last year in our school. Can't wait to share.
Awesome. Majo, please.
Perfect. Mel, introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. Nice to see you all here, joining from all around the world, clearly. I can see amazing shares in the chat there, which is awesome. So yeah, my name's Mel, and I'm currently based in Malawi, and I teach mathematics to grade 7 to 12. So nice to meet you all.
And last but not least, Vicky.
Hello, everyone. Hello from my side as well. Greetings from Greece. I'm Vicky. I'm based in Athens, Greece. I used to work as a primary school teacher, but now I mainly work in the field of e-learning. But yeah, I'm using a lot of, I used to use a lot of Edpuzzle while I was working with my students, and now I use Edpuzzle from another perspective.
Okay.
I'm so happy to be here.
One more time, thank you so much, all the panelists that are here, and they made an effort to make those cool presentations that you are about to see. And I'm looking at the chat. This is amazing. We have people like Mel was saying, like all over the world, and I'm especially happy that I see a lot of educators from Africa, from South Africa.
Yeah.
Wow, this is so cool.
Yeah, we even have somebody from Mexico. I saw that. UK, Abu Dhabi, Andorra,
Austria, Jordan.
Nice we're multicultural here.
From Italy, of course, we always have to have someone from Italy. Kuwait, also from the Middle East. Andorra.
Manny's on the chat. So we can see you, Manny.
From Egypt, from Poland. That's so cool. So we are gonna get started. Let me just tell you what is gonna be the agenda for today, and then we will let Mel start it. So first it's gonna be Mel, who is gonna be talking a live mode. Then Mohammed is gonna be speaking about teacher assist. Vicky is an expert in station rotation model, so she's gonna explain a little bit more about that. And then at the end, we have Assurance and Lanny who are going to present together about flipped classroom. At the end of the event, we are going to be sharing with you some resources. So yeah, we are going to be sharing with you all their presentation on their social media, so you can reach out to them if it is needed. And also, yes, this webinar is being recorded and you are going to receive it on your email in the following days. So now, yes, Majo, are you ready to get this started?
Yes, I am so ready.
So Mel, all yours.
Okay, folks. So greetings. Very nice to see you all here, as I mentioned before. So this is like a rapid fire event. So we're going like super, super fast. So, well, I'll do my best. So yeah, I'm going to talk about the live mode in Edpuzzle, and I'm not sure if you know anything about it or not. So we'll find out in a moment. So basically, like what I'm going to talk about first is like what in the world is live mode? Because maybe some of you, you've gone to Edpuzzle, you've used it before, you're like, yeah, I know Edpuzzle, but you're like, live mode? What is that? I've never seen that button before. So I'm going to quickly show you what it is and then how, and then maybe the main two ways that I've used it in my classroom. Of course, there are like 100 different ways you can use live mode, but I only have my 5 minutes, right? So I'm just going to share two. So the first thing is like, okay, so where is the live mode and how do I get there and how am I supposed to use it? So if you have assigned an assignment on Edpuzzle, if you have a look at your assignment, there is an option for live mode in there. And you'll see this amazing button that says live mode. Yes, that one. So when you click on that, you will see a screen that pops up that's like, ooh, are you ready for live mode? And be like, am I or not? Let me look at these steps. So basically, it works if you have all your kids together in your class and you're sharing your screen, basically. So they can see your screen and they're going to follow along the video with you and then answer questions on their device. So basically, they just go to their classroom or whatever, their Edpuzzle, and it will automatically load for them and they all join. And some of you are like, but what about all the data? I like to assign it, you know, for them to do it themselves. And then I can see, you know, whether they understand things or not. Don't worry. Live mode, you can see all the things there still. So all the analytics about what questions, that how they responded, you know, if they need help with certain areas, you can see all of that. So don't worry. Okay. So of course, my time is short. So how do I use it? Number one is I love to use it at the start of the year. At the start of the year, when students have never seen Edpuzzle before and they're like, what is Edpuzzle? I have no idea how to do this. Because, you know, it's not like you're going to assign an Edpuzzle for homework or something and then they've never used it and they're like, well, I've never used this. I don't know how to use it. So there's no excuse, right? So you do a live in your classroom. So you run something that's like sort of low key and the students, you know, they figure out, oh, I can listen to a voice note. I can record my own voice. Ooh, I can like type my own answers, or there's multiple choice, or there's notes with like resources. You know, you sort of like put a lot of different bits and pieces into this intro Edpuzzle with them. And so you can do it live with them together. So there's no, after it's like, oh, I've never used Edpuzzle, so I don't know what to do. No. So this is my favorite way at the start of the year to get students into Edpuzzle. So of course you might be like, okay, well, that's the start of the year. Are you only going to use the live mode one time in the year? Of course not. Okay, so you have many other ways to use Edpuzzle, live mode. So my other way, the main one, is to do like a diagnostic check. So let's just say you've taught some concepts with the student and maybe you want to check, okay, do they still remember this stuff from like a few months ago or not? So I really like to do a live one with them. So they're all there in the room with you. You can easily go and see, you know, do they actually remember that stuff or do I need to reteach those things? And you're doing it right there in front of them. Now you see like my little Bitmoji here that looks like very, very shy. And it's like, oh, no, I don't want to do this. Remember, all the things that people share in Edpuzzle, when it's like in the live mode, it's anonymous. So when students respond to a question, and if you want to show responses, that doesn't show their names or anything like that. So students don't have to be worried about, oh no, this person's going to see my answer and I'm really shy about that. So that's one of the reasons why I like about that, was they get more confidence, right, in what they're responding. Like, oh, it doesn't matter. I can just see the things. I can see all the things and that's okay. You know, so for me, I like to do a quick one. I'm not going to do like a 10-minute video live with them though, okay? So it's just like a couple of minutes, 3 minutes sort of check. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if that, hopefully that makes sense to you, but the whole thing is like for them to feel good, right? So they grow in confidence throughout the time they're using Live, and you can solve any issues immediately in there instead of waiting for them to be at home, to being like, maybe they're stuck on this problem. I don't know what to do, but you're doing it with them at that moment. Then, you know, it sort of reduces anxiety and that sort of thing. Okay, so thank you very much. Hopefully that, I shared something that was useful for you about live mode, and hopefully enjoy the rest of the presentations. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mel. That was so cool. As I was saying on the chat, I really like that concept of that diagnostic check.
Yeah, to see if they actually remember what we already taught, right?
All right,
Perfect.
so who is the next? Mohammed, Mr. Mohammed,
Yeah,
all
Mohammed.
yours.
Let me share my screen. And here we go. Can you see my screen?
It's loading. Yeah, we can see it now, but yeah, we can see your email.
Now?
There you go. There you
There
go.
you
There's
go.
the presentation.
Yes. So, hi everyone again. Welcome from Bahrain. Today, I'll be sharing with you an amazing, through these very fast 5 minutes, I'll be sharing with you some amazing tips and tricks about how to use the Edpuzzle Teacher Assist. So, before starting, the title of my presentation is Understanding the Why Behind Teacher Assist. And by the end of my very fast presentation, I'll be sharing with you the answer to this question. So, here are the outlines of my presentation. My presentation is going to be about how to use the AI question generator and how to auto-grade open-ended questions and some very top tips for using the AI Teacher Assist within the Edpuzzle. We know that you as teachers, we value your time very much, and we know how much valuable your time is and how much precious your efforts are. That's why we offer you the Edpuzzle Teacher Assist just only to ask Edpuzzle to help you in generating, in creating, and then adding some multiple choice or open-ended questions to your Edpuzzle, just only to transform it into an interactive video. So you can search for any video by using the Discover page or even from YouTube. And once you find it, you can go to the question tab for this video, and then you can click on the Generate Question button. And from the drop-down list, you can choose either open-ended or multiple choice or both. After adding and embedding these questions to your video, you can discard the questions that you don't like, or you can edit them to fit your students' needs or levels to stay easy, powerful, and free at the same time. So once you use the Edpuzzle question generator, you have to put in mind that you should avoid short videos or videos that don't have enough content to pull from, or even if you use short videos or even videos that don't have enough information, the Edpuzzle Teacher Assist can't generate or even add any questions to your video. Also, the AI question generator only works for videos that don't already have questions. So put in mind that if you have a video already added to your Edpuzzle account and you would love to add and use the Teacher Assist, you should only for first delete any questions that have been added to your video and then start using the Edpuzzle Teacher Assist. So if you have a video that have already questions that have been added to this video, you must for first delete these questions and then start using this Edpuzzle question generator. Once you add it, you should assign it to your students, to your classes, and then ask your students to respond to these questions. You can use the Edpuzzle, the auto-grade open question generator by just only one click. Once you add and assign your video to your students, go to the assign button or the assign option that you need to be graded, and then click the answer to grade button to access any open-ended responses that have been waiting to be graded. Click on the auto grade button underneath the question, and once you have for first to add your ideal short answer, and this answer should be short, because if you add some long answers, you have to grade them manually. Then after that, once it's done, click on the auto grade and it will automatically auto grade open-ended questions for you. But we have some auto grade tips for you. You can edit any of the grades that just only to override what the AI assigned. Then you have to add some short answers that work best for this feature, but with long responses, we prefer that you should grade these answers and these responses manually. So you have to remember that with one click, you can have questions created and embedded into your Edpuzzle video. And with another click, you can have all your open-ended questions graded for you. But you can do that and save your precious time if you have the Edpuzzle Chrome extension already installed to your browser. Just you can search for any video on YouTube, and underneath this video, you can click on the Edit with Edpuzzle option, and this video will automatically be added to your Edpuzzle account, and you can start adding your notes, adding your voice over, adding your questions, and you can add them manually. But here, we should ask the Edpuzzle teacher assistant to add them for us to save our precious time and to save you a lot of efforts. Now it's a time to tell you and to share with you the why behind using Teacher Assist. We would love to give you the superpowers to personalize your teaching to every learner, and not only this, and to take your students' learning to a highly new level in a super fun, engaging, interactive, and meaningful way. I think that that's all for now. And if you would like to continue chatting with me, you can connect with me through via email, or this is my Twitter handle, and I'll be more than happy to connect with you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mohammed. That was awesome. Thank you for showing us how you use Teacher Assist in your classroom. And this is, like everybody was telling in the chat, a time saver for teachers. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Next.
Of course, I have a lot to share, Mel, but just only because we have only 5 minutes. So we are very fast to share a little bit about this amazing and time saver feature.
I know. Thank you, Mohammed.
Game changer feature.
Thank you so much.
I know
Mohammed.
we have a little time to present all of these amazing features, but if anybody on that is watching wants more info, you can connect with all of our guests on social media so that you can ask them directly. So next we have Vicky, who is going to talk about station rotation model. So Vicky, all yours.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Maho. Let me share my screen as well. Okay. Okay, so yes, as I already said, I'm working as a digital learning specialist in the learning world, but I'm also doing my PhD. I'm a PhD candidate, and I'm researching actually about this topic, about station rotation model. That's why I chose to present that today. So what is the station rotation model? Station rotation model, maybe you don't know that. It's not that famous. It's a blended learning model, similar to flipped classroom, but flipped classroom is more famous, and people, they don't know a lot about the station rotation. So the station rotation is a model where students can rotate through different stations, the typical stations that we had in primary schools, but this time we add another extra station, the online one. So usually there are 3 or 4. And we have the online station, the teacher-led station, and the offline station. And the online station is where you can use Edpuzzle. Here you can use any tech, you can do activities using different apps to review content to help students so they learn at their own pace. And it could be, for example, a new content, or it could be a revision of something they don't know. And the difference here, it's very important to remember that this part is not just for playing games, but it's another way of learning. And that is the reason why Edpuzzle fits perfectly in this station. We also have the teacher-led station, where the teacher gives differentiated instruction to a small group of students. For example, it can she or he can check, they can check the homework that they had or review a different content. And then we have what we call offline station. Is actually offline because it's not online, and it could be either a collaborative station, or it could be a station where the student can work on its own, on his or her own. Then students can work, for example, on a project-based learning to do a problem solving with hands-on activities, or they can do discussions. For example, if you use station rotation model in history, you can you can put students in groups, and in that station they can do a discussion, a particular discussion, or they can create a project for you, like a timeline, for example, about an event. So why use station rotation model? You can introduce, as we already said, a concept or a skill, or reinforce a concept or skill. You can provide targeted additional practice. So this way, students, like, you know that, for example, one of your students has a difficulty in a very particular concept. So this way, for example, in the online station with the Edpuzzle videos, you can provide targeted additional practice for them. You can do a review from past lessons, for example, in the teacher-led station, and obviously you can give personalized and immediate feedback with the questions and the interaction that, for example, Edpuzzle has, or in the teacher-led station. So your students learn and practice concepts in a variety of ways, and they can rotate from different stations. It's not necessary to pass from all the stations at a time, but it is important for them to work and practice the activities that you have prepared for them in all of the stations. So thank you for your time. It was a very quick presentation, as the rest of the team said. But if you have questions, you can send to me an email or a message in LinkedIn. Thank you very much.
Very cool, Vicky. Thank you so much. As you were saying, I think there are still many teachers who don't know about the station rotation model, so that was very interesting. I need to say that you guys are doing amazing with time, so congratulations, all of you. Now we have like a combo presentation, so Ms. Assurance and Lanny are going to be presenting about flipped classroom. So I think you guys are going to make like an introduction in case there are also still some teachers who don't know what it is. So go ahead, please.
Right, I think Assurance is going to load up. She's loaded up the thing, but I tell you what, guys, you've set the bar high for us now to follow this. But it's been absolutely superb, that Assurance.
Okay, so I hope we can all see my screen. All right,
yes,
thank you very much. Thank you so much. Yes, sis. Thank you, Yo, and thank you, Manny, for this opportunity. Thank you to the Edpuzzle team. Okay, my name is Assurance, and I'll be presenting with Lanny on flipped classroom. Okay, so this is me, and this is who I am. Okay, I'm from Nigeria. I'm a year one educator, and we are going to talk about the flipped classroom. So what is the flipped classroom? I will define the flipped classroom as the opposite of a traditional classroom. Now, what is the traditional classroom? Oh, the educator comes in front of the classroom and explain, and then they do their practices, the learning takes place, and the learners go home and do the homework. But in the flipped classroom, it's different. The flipped classroom, the learners are engaged at home on the topic that is to be taught. And then they come to school to have a beautiful teamwork presentation on what they already learned. So we'll talk about it as time goes on. This is just a simple definition of what a flipped classroom is. Okay, so Lanny, can hear you.
Okay, so I suppose now that we know what a flipped classroom is, really the big question we have to answer is, well, why should we even consider it? And right now is the time, if you're watching this, take a screenshot and have a good read of that later on, because here are some of the advantages. This is the big thing, the advantages of why we should be considering a flipped classroom. And as we look at these 5 advantages that we've pulled out, you tell me a teacher who doesn't want this for their pupils. They don't want their pupils to develop in these 5 areas. And as I'm looking at these 5 areas, I can combine all of these and say it enables lifelong learning. It enables pupils not just to take control of their learning, but more than that, it will embed it in them as they move forward and they leave the classroom, and they are ready for life outside of education. And still today, some of us go outside the classroom, how do we learn how to do things? By using the kind of flipped classroom model. Now, I suppose the big thing is we need to be showing them, Ashura, some ways in which this model can be put into practice using Edpuzzle.
Okay. Okay, so for Edpuzzle, where does Edpuzzle come in all this? Oh, fantastic. Now, I already said that at home, these learners have the opportunity to watch a video, to get focused at their own pace, because that's very important. You know, in the general classroom, the learners are all taught at the same pace. It's only during maybe class activities, you have to maybe separate them and make them understand differently. But at home, they can decide to skip, they can decide to rewatch rather. They can decide to rewatch, go back again, come back and make sure they understand what's going on. So that's where Edpuzzle comes in. You have your video already in Edpuzzle, or you can go on YouTube and then make your edits in Edpuzzle, and then you send it to the classroom. The learners are ready, and since they're at home with your mind all settled down, sometimes the parents can also be in charge of the learning process, supervise the learning process. Now they're learning already, they're taking notes, they're answering questions, because Edpuzzle gives them the opportunity to answer questions, they're answering questions. And then where do I come in? We come back into the classroom. I have already created my video. I've already sent it to them. The learners have watched. Now I become a facilitator in the classroom because they are already doing discussions and making all the learning process fun. Now the learners ask questions, they participate in the learning activities, everybody, because they already have the idea of what this topic is about. So they're in full control. And before the classroom, because it's a flipped classroom and because of the Edpuzzle, I can see who are those who struggled with a particular question, what did they get, what did it miss, and I know where to come in by the time I come back into the classroom. So this is the method I use, and it makes my learning very fun and interesting. All right, so over to you, Lanny.
Okay, so I suppose all of us have got classes that we can look at, which are, and I use the term, wonderfully diverse. We have got pupils at different positions within that spectrum of academic achievement. And we have got pupils who are, we'd say, the high flyers, and we've got pupils who need that little bit of extra help, who face challenges in learning. And here is a way in which Edpuzzle has helped my pupils in the last year. So specifically getting ready for an exam, which is quite notorious on the qualification that we are doing, ones that previously pupils have struggled with, because preparing for exams, when you say we are going to be doing past papers, they just want to curl up and go under the table and hide away, because pupils just do not enjoy sitting down and working through past papers. So we found some videos that have been recommended by the exam board that broke down all the different parts of the curriculum, of the theory that we had to teach. So we went in, set each of the videos up in Edpuzzle, which the videos were on YouTube, but as Assurance has said, you don't just have to use ones on YouTube, you can make your own as well. The other problem my pupils had was linking their real world experience to what the theory was teaching. And we needed to build on their confidence that actually they are aware and they do know a lot of things, they just weren't making that link. So what we would do is, as we would go through the video, we would plant two different types of questions into the video. First of all, we would put in an experience question, one that kind of we would make up, but it would link to something they would do at home, something they may do with their own digital devices, problems they may have to solve, such as getting home and their router isn't working, and how would they problem solve getting the streaming services back up and running on a TV. We then put in a past paper question straight after it that would be on that topic and helping the pupils to see that link. Once that video has been produced on Edpuzzle, we assign it to them. But the great thing is then we get that analysis that comes back on the pupil performance, and we can see how they areas that they're struggling, but also it gives us an indication as to, on past papers, how would they have been scoring, and it gives us that ability to predict grades for the actual exam. Now, why am I telling you about this? Quite simply, we saw a huge impact last year in the first time that we used Edpuzzle for this. We actually saw a 100% pass rate in the classes that sat this exam, something that we'd never achieved before. But not only that, we saw the pupils what we were expecting to get the higher marks, getting higher marks than what we've ever had in any cohort previously. We were seeing them coming in to sit the actual exam prepared. We were seeing those confidence levels high. We were seeing more and more of them doing the work at home and getting engaged in getting ready for the exams and being motivated, and the results were there. And this is something that we are certainly going to keep using this model, because we see impact and we see the results that are there. And what do the results do? They unlock doors for the future for our pupils. But I mean, we're talking so quick about everything. Assurance, where can they go to get some help with this?
Okay, so now this is the resource for the flipped classroom. The first one has the beginner guide and everything you need to know, and then the other link is the one that has the course in Edpuzzle and how to use the flipped classroom. So thank you very much. I'm very excited. All right, so thank you. Yes, sis.
Thank you. You go, Jesus.
No, I was gonna say thank you so much, guys. I think, I mean, all the presentation were amazing. We got like a lot of tips and ideas. I'm pretty sure that all the attendees here got new ideas on how to use Edpuzzle, because it was like really diverse and really different. So thank you one more time, Majo.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everybody. I know that all of the tips that you shared are going to be a very good start for the teachers that are watching. We would love to see what you create on social media. I was telling another teacher that if you implement flipped classroom or live mode or station rotation model or teacher assist, it would be awesome for us to see on social media what you've created and to get inspired other teachers, right?
Right. So before we say bye, we are gonna share with you a document that we call Digital Swag, and that is where you're gonna find all the presentations, also our panelists' social media. So one more time, in case you need, like, you have further questions, you can ask them, because we said already it was like rapid fire format, and they did amazing. It's just right now it's been like 30 minutes, so we are so relieved with this. One more thing that we were gonna share is also the Facebook community that we have in English. This is an open community. Majo, can you give us an example of things that we do in this community?
Yeah, so in this community, we have teachers from around the world. Obviously, they share their experiences, they share best practices, or maybe video lessons that worked awesome in the classroom, but they also share like questions that they have, like I'm having this problem, or I'm not feeling creative enough to apply I'm gonna see this topic, how can I use it with Edpuzzle? And other teachers are engaging and sharing their best practices or ideas on how they can use it. We also, well, Jesus and I also share like Monday motivation. We share memes, because who doesn't like memes? So who doesn't like laughing a little bit? So yeah, you should join and share the awesomeness of Edpuzzle there too.
All right, so we're gonna close this up. Do you guys wanna say a few words before we leave? Let's start with Mohammed, just very quickly.
I'd like to thank everyone who joined us today, but for you, this couldn't have been happen. And of course, shout out to the Edpuzzle team for having us today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mohammed is always there. He's always collaborating with everybody. He's always, you will come, if you follow him on social media, he's super active and always collaborating with us. Assurance, please.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you to the Edpuzzle team for this opportunity. Thank you so much. And we hope to see you use the Edpuzzle very well.
We really enjoyed that combo presentation. So maybe Manny, that is on the chat, and Majo, it could be a cool idea for later on for new Edpuzzle Live, because I think it's cool when you guys have to collaborate, and especially when there are like teachers like you guys from different countries, from different perspectives. So I think you guys get to know other culture. I don't know. I think it's really cool. Lanny, please.
Yeah, no, thanks guys for inviting us. It's a real privilege. But those who are watching, seriously, invest some time. If you haven't used Edpuzzle in the classroom, have a play around with it, and you will discover quite quickly it can have huge impact in teaching and learning in your classroom. So don't put off investing any time in looking at it. Dive in straight away.
Awesome.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you, Lanny. Vicky.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I will be happy to present again. I was also in the summit, so it's a pleasure being here again, presenting this time in English and not in Spanish. So, and thanks for all the people that they attend the event today. So thank you for being here and listening to us.
Thank you
so much.
Vicky.
And
Mel?
finally, Mel, please. Sorry, Majo.
No.
No, thanks for all the participation in the chat. I see there's like over like 50 of you here at some point, and I just like how you interacted with the presenters and just sharing, you know, your top tips and that sort of thing. And I really like, you know, how it's a rapid fire event, so we have to really be very selective about what we're sharing. And hopefully you all got inspired at some point, like I was, about, you know, various things that the other panelists were sharing. I was like, oh yeah, I haven't done that for ages. I should do that too. But anyway, thanks for the opportunity, and hopefully we can have another event like this again soon.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm going to mention it one more time because I think some attendees joined a little bit late. So if you were here for longer than 20 minutes, you will be receiving a certificate in your email, and everybody who signed up will be receiving the recording, so you get to rewatch it, because it was super fast, and there are really important like key points that I think we need to take into account in our teaching. So Majo, all yours.
Yes. Before we leave, I'm sorry, I saw that somebody was asking what the Edpuzzle certifications are. So we have different certifications. They are completely free. You can learn from, we have beginner, intermediate, coach, trainer, and ambassador. You will learn like from how to create an account through how to apply Edpuzzle pedagogically. So I'm gonna leave the link here on the chat so that you can check out all of the, oh, Jesus, you already did too.
It was Manny.
Oh, Manny, yeah, sorry. So that you can check all the certifications that we have. It is awesome, everything that is in there, very helpful for your class. And I want to thank each one of you for being here and for sharing the Edpuzzle love and for sharing your best practices. It is always a pleasure to be surrounded by people like you.
All right, now, yes, we are gonna say goodbye here, and we'll see you guys on Facebook or any social media, because we are gonna be there.
Yeah, don't forget to follow. See you.
Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.